I'm just brushing teeth, that's all. We gotta brush teeth. So it is currently, what is it, Friday, February 23rd. I'm looking for a quiet place to prepare my talk, which I'm giving at 5. I guess it's time to do that. No more procrastination. Let's see how it goes. Work. Supercharging creativity. So what I'll be talking about is how to supercharge creativity, and basically the idea is to understand, like, where does creativity come from, recognize what states we are when we are in creative states and what states we are when we're in, like, lulls, what can support being in more creative states. How do we use the body technology to increase our states? Pitfalls of an unbalanced or unharmonized body and how that affects creativity. So just final preparation before heading out to give my talk. And what's interesting is I'll give you a little tour. So usually you're used to my Airbnb luxury accommodations, but this time we are roughing it, field trip style. But this is not the real field trip, this is mountain edition. So here it is. This is where we are living. Oops. In how many is it? 2, 4, 5 bunk beds with 9 men. 9 men plus me, 10, and a lady. Figure that out. What we can attain from charging our different information centers, such as chakras. Different ways we can charge the body to create charge and healthy activity. How we can move the energy, our life force energy, throughout the body. Sex as a aspect of that, as a tool of charging and moving life force energy. What society thinks of sex when we speak of sex, what I'm speaking of when I'm speaking of sex, sacred sex and life force, the different types of sex that we can have, including procreational, recreational, restorative, transformational. Sacred sex being intentional and heart-centered. Heart as the bridge of the heavens and the earth, expression of creation. The fact that we don't need to be promiscuous to use sacred sex, actually it goes against it. Sacred sex is about intention and action, and this can be self-activated, monogamous, all the sacred paths. A bit about me and how I got my best ideas, and then best practices, entering sacred sex sessions from the spiritual perspective and the physical perspective, which is breath, sound, and movement, and circulating life force. Another key is presence and surrender to pleasure, and getting out of the mind and the performance state. What increases how circulating life force energy manifests in the feminine and the masculine. So ultimately bringing sex as a meditation, where we cultivate energy, move energy, transmute it into something higher vibrational, and so more towards the godliness, and release it and stay open to receive. Basically, when heart, sex, and mind are in alignment, we are tapping into our divine self, the self that creates, which is ultimately our expression of God. So then I will lead them through an exercise of transmutation, and then I give them homework, home play, think out of the box, be daring, and let love free. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Peace. I just finished my talk on supercharging creativity, how to use sexual life force energy to stimulate creation, and it was great. I had a packed house. I don't know how many people is this, probably about 40, and it went really well, I think.
Yeah, it went amazing.
What was your impression of it?
There was a very good content, and bringing people to the space where they could actually accept and digest the information, like talking about sex in the creative realm, and also giving them practical tools on how they can enhance their life and how they can empower themselves, and just like broadening their perspective on their creative process and where they take the energy to be creative, to be in that space of channeling the divine.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. I learned well. I was paying attention.
Amazing. The people were really open. I saw like certain people, they were tense at first, and then they didn't want to do the exercise, and then
people were skeptical, very skeptical in the beginning. Like, why are we talking about sex when we are talking about creativity? And like,
which
just
obvious,
doing the body scan and like, just still being in your head when people were like, I want to be lovable. That's being in your head, right?
Right.
So like, and then you like actually like took them to the place of coming back home to their body and transforming how they feel into their body.
Yeah, I would say people left here with a felt sense of the experience. So yeah, I'm happy. I like talking. I think I'm good at it.
Fabulous.
And I look forward for more speaking engagements, and I think this is just the beginning for me in LA and the YeahFieldTrip group. They are spectacular. The content here for creatives is excellent. So much diversity, so many free giveaways. There's tons of sponsors giving away tons of stuff. These guys really know how to put on a show, and it's worth every penny to participate, especially if you're a creative photographer, videographer, painter, writer, whatever you are, graphic artist. This is the place to be. YeahFieldTrip.
Great networking opportunities, meeting people from all over the place.
Best of the best here.
Best of the best.
Food trucking at Field Trip. This is what we're doing right now. If you like this content, even with my cockiness, share a comment, share the video, like it, do all those things that all those YouTubers tell you got to do. I'm going to put this video up. I'm going to try to get the talk together. I don't know how great the footage is, but I'm going to want to hear from you. I'm going to want to hear what you think. Does it translate in a video? And yeah, speak to me. And if you have questions, send me an email, make a comment. I'll try to get to them. And in the best case scenario, you will find yourself at an ISTA training with me at the Spiritual Sexual Shamanic Experience, so you can get the complete download. That's where we met. You could get the complete download and really learn how to become conscious creators in the world, and use your energy, your life force, to manifest all your desires. And I'm doing it. 5 years ago, I said I want to travel the world and become a speaker and speak about sexuality, a new paradigm around sexuality. I didn't even know the paradigm when I was calling it in. And here I am 5 years later, because I brought in conscious sexuality, consciousness, and having done the International School of Temple Arts Spiritual Sexual Shamanic Experience. Best thing I've ever done, best investments I've ever done for my life.
Agreed.
And I really encourage you to do it. So on that note, let love free, because it's the only way we will ever change anything. Mwah. Mwah.